Today it's going to be a little spiritual PSA before you vote. Watch this.
This is your life, no one else has gotta live it. This is your fight that only you can win.
Hello everyone and welcome to Freedom Friday, where you learn how to free yourself and live your dreams. I'm Darienne, your certified spiritual rock star, and I want to preface this video with the fact that I am a spiritual coach, and so today I am not talking about either swaying your vote either way. I am not going to give you my opinion about the political candidates, and I want to stress that this is about those who want to take the more radical, spiritual, guided approach to voting for their presidential candidate for the United States of America. And so if that is not for you, no big deal. This probably isn't the best video for you to watch, but this is for those of you that are spiritual, my Freedom Fridayers. Those of you that are spiritual and maybe want to vote from a place of guidance. I know that it's, for a lot of people, it is a very difficult decision to make because some people feel choosing a president may be choosing the lesser of two evils. This is not my opinion. I am not giving my opinion about whom to vote for or whom not to vote for. What I want to do is give you a suggestion for something to consider before you vote. So this is for those of you who know about the law of attraction, you believe in the law of attraction, and I know that there is this huge charade, very circus-like, in front of us of these two candidates, and of course either one of them are spotlighting the most negative things about one another, and then they're trying to overpromise all of these amazing, which is what candidates do just to try to get into office. And so we're seeing this whole charade, and it tends to be a really big distraction from our inner guidance. And I know that some of you are very like, no, this is obviously, I'm not going to vote for this one, I'm going to vote for this one. And some of you are kind of like, I don't really feel so good about either of them. Wherever you are, what I want you to do, what I want to suggest that you could possibly do is using the knowledge that you already have surrounding the law of attraction. And when you use the knowledge that you already have, most of you already have, surrounding the law of attraction, is you have to almost ignore reality for a bit to start to create that which you desire. Because the reality that you have, if it's not what you desire, you're already in vibrational accordance with it, meaning that the thoughts that you have been having have been creating the reality that you're now seeing. And so you have to have different thoughts and able to create a different reality. And so what I would like to suggest to you to do is to maybe go into a visualization, a meditation, or just a time of silence. Maybe bring a journal with you. And I want you to just get into a quiet place. Breathe deeply, get calm, and I want you to, if you want to ask Spirit or your higher self or whatever your guidance may be, to just allow you to sort of whisk away any of the blocks that you may be experiencing right now from the reality that you're witnessing surrounding the two candidates. For a moment, let's just forget about the two candidates that are, there's actually more than two candidates, but the two major party candidates that are running for office right now. And for a moment, let's just forget about those. Let's just forget that we're even living in the reality that we're living in, because remember that it was your thoughts that created that, and it was all of our thoughts collectively as a society together that created what we're seeing now. So you may think that you're not as powerful as you are, but not only does your one vote count, but your one thought counts, and all of your thoughts count. And you as one being, you are so much more powerful than just your vote counting. So you can create something completely different than reality seems to be going in a certain direction. So What I want you to do is I want you to get into your heart. And I want you to ask yourself, what is the ideal president for you? How does it feel? Maybe if you are a spiritual person, maybe you're led by, your country is being led by someone that is loving, someone that is compassionate and caring. And your mind may go, politicians aren't like that, look at what we've got, but just ignore reality for a moment. Just make this shit up in your mind. You know, we're just gonna make this fantasy perfect president. And I want you to, if it would help you to write it down, how wonderful it would feel to have this president that's just maybe makes you feel like they've got your back, or they're kind, or whatever feels good to you, what you want to matter to your president, who you want to represent your country, who you want to be there looking out for you. And not about the fearful stuff, and let's just take all that out of the equation, and just what are the good feelings you want to feel when you have a president? And if you have to tell yourself that you are just completely creating this fantasy and that it has nothing to do with real life, just in order to not have that resistance, because I know that it's literally, we have two candidates, sometimes literally shouting in our faces, and it can be hard to ignore. But understand that in ignoring it, you can realize your power. And it seems really hard to do that, but in order to create a new reality, you must ignore the one that's right in front of you. And this is radical. I said it before we even started this video, but I want you to do that. And I want you to give over to your guidance, your Holy Spirit, your God, whatever you call the angels, whatever you pray to. Give over to them whatever resistance that you may have. So just say, I release any resistance I have around manifesting this president. I don't want you to even think about what the president looks like, or the sex of the president, or who, or whatever. If you like our current president, or if you liked presidents in the past, maybe you can pull from some of them. Just create what you want. And focus on that. And focus on feeling good about having a president that you desire, being represented by the person that you desire to represent you. How just if you need to write pages and pages and pages, or just one sentence, write it down. If you can just visualize it, if you can feel the feelings of what it feels like. And then I want you to decide that this is the way it's going to be. Decide that this is the type of president that you want, without any doubt in your mind. You want this type of president. And whether it comes in this presidency, or if it comes in the next presidency, or 20 presidencies from now, you know that it will happen. And you will rejoice when it does. And give gratitude for that moment. And know that by you asking, it is already in the vibrational manifestations of working. And the only thing that's going to stop from it happening is your resistance. So continue to give your resistance over to your higher power. And then I want you, when it is time to vote, or not vote, I want you to follow your inspired guidance. I want you to do what feels right to you. Some people aren't going to vote. Some people are going to vote. Some people might vote for the president that they didn't expect themselves to vote for. If you need to sit in silence and wait for the guidance, or just wait until you step up to that poll, just ask the angels or whomever to stay with you and make that right decision, and know that whatever decision is made is you getting one step closer to that president that you most desire. And so that is my advice. That is my spiritual PSA for voters all across the country. Try your best to ignore the charade that is going on in front of you. And that is a perfect example of how to create the desired outcome of everything. You got to ignore reality if reality is just spewing you all the shit you don't want, because the thoughts that you have right now are creating the reality that you do not want, and so stop thinking those thoughts. Ignore them for a little. Distract yourself with the things that feel good. Distract yourself with creating a perfect present in your mind. If you guys have any suggestions, let me know in the comments below. Join the inspiration conversation. Don't forget that if you share this video or any of my Freedom Friday videos with the hashtag Freedom Friday giveaway, one word, you will be entered automatically every time that you share. You will be entered to win a copy of Gabrielle Bernstein's new best-selling book, The Universe Has Your Back, which will be announced November 1st. I guess I'll announce it on social media. All right, guys, I will see you next week. I hope that helped you. I hope that it reminded you of your power. Even though politics could seem to have more power over you, or you might not seem to feel as if you have any power of decision, but you do. So there you go. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Mwah. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching my video. Give it a thumbs up and share it with whoever you think it could help. Don't forget to join the inspiration conversation down below and give me an idea for my next Freedom Friday video. If you want to get these videos every single week and more, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure you find me on social media at Darienne Empire on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you so much for your support. I love you all.